You will recall that the Center for Human Rights and Accountability Network, CHRAN, participated in the Akwa Ibom State Ministerial Briefing / end of year review at the Banquet Hall, Government House, Uyo, on Monday, the 16th December 2024. Prior to the event, the CHRAN had conducted an independent assessment of Pastor Umo Eno's 18-month administration in Akwa Ibom State. Background: the ministerial briefing / end of year review was declared open by the governor of Akwa Ibom State, Pastor Umo Eno, PhD. The secretary to the government of Akwa Ibom State, Prince Enobonwa, gave the welcome remark. Gov Umo delivered a teaser on communicating development narratives in challenging economy. The tension between change and continuity. There were briefings by commissioners and heads of respective ministries, departments, and agencies. During the interactive section, the CHRAN, through its director, Dr. Franklin Isong, who represented the center at the event, presented a multifaceted assessment of the scorecard of the Umo Eno's administration. The following is CHRAN's assessment and review of Pastor Umo Eno's administration in 18 months. You know, after that event, we have received several calls as to what is the position of CHRAN on the governor's assessment. Himself, the governor, threw up the doors open and said we should assess him by having that event that we had at the banquet hall. Before he did that, the CHRAN had already prepared an assessment that would have been read today. So having opened the doors for assessment, we are taking the first shot to assess the governor of Akwa Ibom State in 18 months. Item number 1, Ministry of Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs. The CHRAN noted with commendation the peaceful resolution of the impasse sequel to the amendment to the Traditional Rulers Law, Cap 155, Laws of Akwa Ibom State 2022. The center lauded the harmonious relationship among the traditional rulers in Akwa Ibom State under the government of Pastor Umo Eno, PhD. The center is pleased with the handling of the affairs and welfare of traditional rulers in Akwa Ibom State by the Ministry of Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, and the center urged that the temple be sustained. 2, Ministry of Works and Fire Service. 2.1, lighting of Udo Udoma Avenue, which houses the Christmas Village, Tropicana Shopping Mall, banks, and businesses. The CHRAN noted the swift response of the administration, which has led to the lighting of the very important business district along Udo Udoma Avenue, Uyo, and urged that it be extended to other major streets in the state capital and across the state. 2.2, Uyo Village Road Project. The CHRAN lauded the governor of Akwa Ibom State for the award of contract for the realization of the Uyo Village Road, which has been in a deplorable condition among other ongoing road construction projects across the state. The CHRAN observed that work has started on the project by the contractors. 2.3, potholes. The CHRAN commended the ongoing Operation Zero Pothole exercise being carried out to remedy failed portions of roads across the state by the Ministry of Works and Fire Service. The CHRAN drew the attention of the Ministry of Works and Fire Service to Ipa Road by Uniyo, by University of Uyo, Udo Ite Road, Itu Road, Nelson Mandela Road and its environs. The CHRAN urged the ministry to blend the following approaches to major roads in Uyo. 1. Mbak Road by Ifa, Big Junction, along the Udo Emmanuel Boulevard, Uyo. Chief Edem Ebong Street by Ibiaku Ishade U-turn, leading to Pan-African Comprehensive High School and Senator Basi Albert Event Center along the Udom Emmanuel Boulevard, Uyo. Akbaube Street by Samson Udoidion, Ring Road 2. Ring Road 2 dual carriageway, Uyo. This street here, the approach of this street, they are coming in another bad spot. And approaches along Ring Road 3, that is, if you are coming from Mwangeba to Mbiabong, and then from Mbiabong to Aka, Nongudo, roundabout, the Ring Road 3, there are approaches that leads to that Ring Road 3. We are calling that they need to be aligned with the road. And then we also say that and other newly constructed roads across the state, particularly the Ikoroku-Ikono, Ekomiman, Etinan Road, the approaches to this road should also be aligned to the road. The center urged that the Ikoroku-Ikono, Ekomiman, Etinan Road be completed and street lights installed. 2.4 Closure of Calabar-Itu Highway. The CHRAN observed that the long closure of Calabar-Itu Highway by Itam flyover due to the ongoing Tabernacle Road construction and flood control project has posed serious economic challenges to residents and motorists plying that axis of the road. The CHRAN called for expeditious attention by the contractors and the supervising ministry, as Ministry of Works. 2.5 Atiku Abubakar flood control tunnel. The center noted with commendation the completion of the flood control tunnel through reconstruction of Atiku Abubakar Avenue, Uyo, and the construction of Afaga Ube Street to Ikoregbene Road. 2.6 The CHRAN lauded the administration on the completion of the following roads. Ekparakwa, Ntak Ibeset Road in Orowanam local government area. Ikot Eyo, Edem Idem, Ukut, Mbiekene, Nnogobong, Ikot Ntong, East West Road in Ubiom local government area. Ikot Obio Ofong, and then Nset Road. Mparenin, Ikot Ubo, Ikot Ntop Road. Orefong, Otuku, Ibutong Road in Orefong, Oroko, local government area. Spring Road in Ikoregbene and Ndia Street at the Akwanandem Market. The CHRAN urged the committee to be up and doing in order to ensure that the effort of Governor Pastor Umo Eno to ensure that Akwa Ibom people are not shortchanged by owners and promoters of petroleum product filling stations in the state is not in vain. 15. Ministry of Special Duties and Ibom Deep Sea Port/Aviation. The CHRAN commended the achievements recorded in the aviation sector of the state. The CHRAN noted the acquisition of new aircraft by the state-owned Ibom Air and the progress of work at the International Terminal Building, apron, taxiway, and the maintenance, repair, and overhaul MRO facility at the Victor Atta International Airport. the center urged that concerted effort be made to actualize the Ibom Deep Sea Port project in order to open up the economic potentials of the state. 16. Environmental protection and waste management. The center noted the recent acquisition of modern equipment for the smooth operation of the Akwa Ibom State Environmental Protection and Waste Management Agency, ASEMA, by the Umo Eno administration. The center urged the ASEMA to redouble its efforts towards ensuring a timely evacuation of waste within and around the Uyo capital city. The center noted that the deplorable state of the Uyo village road is occasioned by the indiscriminate dumping of waste on the road, which is by the dump site. 17. Ministry of Information and Strategic Communication. The CHRAN commended the Ministry of Information and Strategy for the timely release of excerpt of minutes of Executive Council meetings of Akwa Ibom State Government. The center calls for the upgrade of infrastructure and facilities at the Pioneer newspaper, Information Drive, Uyo, and the Akwa Ibom State Broadcasting Corporation, AKBC, radio and TV services, Ntaginyang, Itu, local government area, to bring them up to speed with modern broadcasting. 18. Ministry of Science and Technology. The center urged the Ministry of Science and Technology to work towards realizing and actualizing the Ibom Science Park project. The center noted that the administration of Architect Victor Atta that conceptualized that the project acquired over 27 hectares of land in the local government area for the siting of the project. The center observed that the location has become a security threat to the host communities due to abandonment of the Ibom Science Park project by successive administration. 19. Ministry of Transport. The center observed the indiscriminate parking, loading and offloading of passengers by tricycle and mini bus owners within and around the highways of Ikonopo and flyover, which pose danger to road users and motorists plying that axis of the state. The center calls for swift action. The center observed the indiscriminate parking, loading and offloading of passengers by tricycle and minibus drivers within and around Ibom Plaza up to Ikonopo Road by University of Uyo roundabout. The CHRAN calls for action. The CHRAN also observed the indiscriminate parking, loading and offloading of passengers by tricycle and minibus drivers within and around the Obangida Avenue roundabout near the Ibom Hall. The CHRAN calls for action. The center further observed that the abandonment of modern motor parks built by the government of Obong Victor Atta by successive administration. The center calls for urgent action. 20. Ministry of Power and Petroleum Resources. The CHRAN noted the commendable action taken by the government of Pastor Umo Eno on the Ibom Power Company. The center lauded the audit of the Ibom Power Company as directed by the governor. 21. Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly. The CHRAN noted that the governor of Akwa Ibom State, Pastor Umo Eno, PhD, had inspected structures and facilities at the Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly, Udoma Avenue, Uyo, some months ago, with the intention of giving a facelift to the infrastructure and facilities at the Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly, which have been in deplorable state for quite some time. The CHRAN urge urgent action. 22. Akwa Ibom State Judiciary. The CHRAN drew the attention of the state administration to the issues of understaffing and poor state of infrastructure and facilities, including toilets, fittings, water in the courts spread across 81 local government areas of Akwa Ibom State.
Listener to the program of CHRAN on radio, especially on Passion FM. I want to really commend the organization for the initiative. In fact, they have really made government of the day accountable. But I want to also draw the attention of the organization to what is going on in the different local governments in the state. You know, it seems like the organization is really concentrating with the state government and forgetting about the local government.
On a personal note, things are happening. I just discovered that in my own area, just like 2 weeks ago, I was trying to see if I could get the phone number of someone in maybe Comfort FM or Inspiration to tell them in my area for like 2 weeks now, everybody's enjoying electricity. But suddenly our transformer just packed up, and I was saying, who is going to help us in this area? You know, somewhere around the Kamji Hotel, Afa area, that area, just like that. And they said they will need to come and move the transformer. And I said, no, not in Akwa Ibom, because these things are handled speedily. So please, you help us lend a voice to that.
You talk about the issue of road, potholes. Okanafort Street has been an area that has been so devastated by potholes. I want to believe that in subsequent advocacies and voicing, Okanafort Street deserves a most serious and urgent attention.
For my colleagues in the media, I'd like for us to be very intentional about the advocacies. We do not wait for the civil society to push advocacies. We need to be very loud. I recall this guy that was the NYSC guy that was kidnapped. I was very loud. I was like the only person on radio making noise about it, calling the governor's attention every day. And at one point, I had to put a surprise call to the Commissioner for Information. He never expected it until he gave a commitment, and 2 weeks after, we saw that the guy was released. So if we are very deliberate and concerted in our advocacies, not waiting for the civil society organizations alone, I think we can put government on their toes. It's not only about being in bed with government secretly. We need to put them on their toes. And so for me, for people who follow me, I make a lot of noise. To the point sometimes that the Honorable Commissioner will call me and say, Ike, Alpha, we are not enemies now. So if we are very deliberate and, again, concerted about the advocacies that we make, government will be more forthcoming with information.
You send a lot of releases, lots of reports on your activities around. I would also want to suggest that some of those very critical ones that you feel is a must do, because if you do it on your own, or we do it on our own, it may not really have the desired impact. But if we partner, so some of those ones, if the media are carried from inception, I think we would not feel as though we're doing it for your organization.
Freedom of expression, freedom of give information. When you come with that bill, there's some information that is open to all. There's some information, no matter who you are in government circle, is tax secret. Once it's tax secret, they will not allow you to have it. Do you understand? I remember when we run advocacy for accountability this year about the IGR performance of the state. We discovered that Akwa Ibom State performed lesser than other states in the South region. We shouted. He quickly called for a meeting on Sunday. They had a press briefing on Sunday, and they looked at the real performance of IGR, which was 9 point something billion. Now it's moved to 40 billion.
Summary. we have to thank all of you for coming out today, spending your time, your short time that you have to come and attend this event. And we believe that you will add a voice to what we are doing here. Without you, there is no CHRAN. Without you, there is no CSO. So the CSO relies on you. We are on a tripod arrangement: government, media, and the CSO.